got something to say.
All right, this is Q.
And this is Khadija with ThisIsRnB.com, and we are so excited. You guys entered into the live experience, intimate experience with Kevin Ross. And congratulations, you are in for a treat. We have been hearing him practice, him and his bandmates, phenomenal, amazing. So let's just talk a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk.
Before we get into all this sweet release and look my way kind of action going on, let's talk about your record label.
Yes, Art Society Music Group.
Yes, tell everybody what that's about and how it came about and what's the meaning behind it.
Art Society Music Group is really based upon being God engineered and vision driven. So it was founded in 2018, so not too long ago. I decided to depart from, my major label endeavor, and I decided to go on my own path. And so what I wanted to do was kind of create a safe haven for artists. So whether that's producers, writers, singers, visual artists, dancers, whatever the case may be, I wanted to really create a home where it was really based upon career, right? So, everybody says they want to be a star, and not really focused on making sure that they have the financial literacy to keep the lights on. Most importantly, they can send you to the moon and then they can drop you back down and you have nothing. And so it's very important for Art Society Music Group to kind of intervene. Right now, Kevin Ross is the crash dummy.
What a great crash dummy we have there. But I wouldn't even call you that. It's amazing that you are using your platform and using your gifts. Just talk about stepping out on your own and taking that leap of faith.
Yeah.
Because being signed with a record label, a major label, and now you're independent, and you haven't missed a beat.
Well,
I don't think the quality has changed, and sometimes when people step out on their own, it does. So kudos to you and your team. And you're not a crash dummy, you're a phenomenal artist that we absolutely love. And it's also amazing that you're really paving a way for future artists. And why was that so important for you to do that?
It was important for me because I feel like R&B doesn't have a blueprint. They don't have a blueprint as it pertains to the independent structure. Hip hop does, even country does with Big Machine.
Yeah.
And so we had no one to look to. I had no one to look to for a flushed out blueprint. There were people that were before me, amazing pioneers like Eric Roberson and Raheem Devon, and you know what I mean? So there were amazing artists in that space killing it. And so my goal, and of course where they're taking it, I want to take it further, because that's a part of my responsibility, is to say, okay, they've laid this groundwork, how can we push it forward even more? And so I feel like, especially with this time frame that we're in, with everybody screaming independent, to say, okay, you have to understand the burden that comes with independence as well, the responsibility. And so I'm here to not only just experience my own independence, but to lay out kind of like a game plan for people for the next 5 to 10 years to kind of follow.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. It's nothing like betting on yourself and stepping out on faith.
Yes.
And you said you're a crash dummy, but I feel like you're going to land on your feet, right? So why do you feel like this is so important for you to do?
It's important because this is how I was led, in the sense of, God instructed me to create Art Society Music Group. Nothing more, nothing less than that. To say, I was created to be more than a singer. I was created to be more than a writer. I was created to be more than a producer. And so I am an artist advocate as well, most importantly. And so if I'm an advocate, I can't be an advocate in silence. And so I have to demonstrate in front of a public stage everything that I stand for and everything that I'm about. And so that's why it's important, is because I want for people to see every victory and every failure live and in color, so that they can know what to do and what not to do. I got a baby boy now, and he may be an artist, he may be something creative. And so with that being said, for me to not give my all and to not express how I really feel and whatever game that I have to give it would be a disservice to him and the next generation.
Absolutely, yes. And I think it's so amazing, again, that you are using your platform to do this, because how many times do we hear these phenomenal artists back in the day and they're extremely broke because they didn't have someone that was an artist first in their corner that was like, hey, this is what it takes to be in here. Like, spend your money wisely and invest it wisely, you know. And just also really quickly, because we're about to get into your first song, how do you feel about, what's your opinion about AI right now? And that's all of the buzz, whether it's in film and television, with the writer's strike and everything, and finally it came to an agreement. But artists are like really nervous about that. And I believe Nashville is the first to say, we're gonna protect the artists here and everything. So what's your take on that?
I mean, I think it's just like any type of technological advancement, you know, it's how you use it. And so for me, AI can be very helpful in the sense of, I don't want to write lyrics all the time, so maybe, you know, I put my songs into this AI machine and they write all my lyrics for me. You know what I mean? Not as far as like the inception of it, but once it's created, to have AI to, you know, create all the lyrics. But then also, let's just say from a songwriting standpoint, if I want a song to be demoed in a different type of tone, you know, that could be helpful. Or, you know, I can use AI and hopefully I can make sure that my IP as Kevin Ross is protected, so that I can say, you know what, when I get a little older, to say, I don't got to sing every song. I can click a button and say, okay, this is how it sounds on the song. All right, let me go in and tweak it live. Or AI may just have me down to a T. You know what I'm saying? But it also, you know, kind of, it can help us in different ways outside of, you know, the examples that I just mentioned. But of course, you know, there's harmful ways too. And what we brought up about IP, in a sense of, there's no IP on a voice, on a timbre, right? And so that's why we run into these demos of, you know, artists. They're doing these collabs, you know, God rest their soul, of Michael Jackson and the Princes and the DMXs and all this stuff that's coming out of nowhere. And it's like, well, we have to establish a law to protect us as creatives and protect everyone else out in the world, to say, you know, we have to have IP of our voice now. We never had to think about that until now. And so it is something that's very important, because, you know, people can use that against us. People can use that against your family, your loved ones. And so, we definitely have to look out for that. So there's pros and cons. Yeah,
well, let's just get right into a song that wasn't created with AI, and that's Sweet Release.
Oh, I say, where my button at?
Where's the button? Somebody give me a button.
So this is raw and it's uncut, because obviously my earphones fell out in the midst of it. So I don't even know what they was playing. That's good. God is great. How y'all doing? This is good. Hey. Hey. It's what I need for y'all to do is just sit back and let it play. Hey. I could use a different tone now, cause it's put that drive to on replay. Yes. Deuce. Here go curbside fine, yeah. Read between the lines, got finish for your thoughts, pay millions for your mind. That's what you like, baby, pass and recline. Girl, you got the light, diamonds dancing tonight, and it's feeling like we on a vibe, trying to turn a day into a lucky night. You know I love it when we kiss and ride. It's automatic like a 45. But the dash don't go, she know anything goes. Stress won't know, once we hit the road. Don't you worry about it, kid, on your pretty little head. Let it go, go, and come and get you a little sweet release. Give me a shot, from the pie, never miss, girl, I got it. Give me a time, put you in for a sweet release. Soon as you come, I change the way that that you feel, make it sweet, sweet, sweet. Hey, breathe. Same team, who we up against for the win. Co-star to your main event, evident I'm better than you, my sugar band. Just a lean, I'll go crazy for you, I get militant rounds off. I know they're waiting to see you downfall, but we're still kicking it like a ground ball. Whenever you need it, you know I'm on call. You better believe it, put the dash on coach. You know anything goes, stress won't hold. Once we hit the road, don't you worry about a head on your pretty little head. Let it go, go. Then come and get you a little sweet release. Give me a shot, whipping the pan, never miss. Girl, I want you, put it down, give me in for a sweet, sweet release. Yeah. Soon as you come, I change the way that you feel, make it sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Check it. You know what? Let's do this Anita joint.
Phenomenal, right? An experience. Talking about release, let's talk about sweet release. Now, earlier you joked and said that's how your
that's how my son was conceived.
Now let's talk about the real inspiration behind that song.
Honestly, it was really about freedom, right? And so, you know, whatever your sweet release is, or whether it's, you know, or, you know what I'm saying? Or it could just be, you know, a cup of coffee, you know, some wine and spirits, you know what I mean? Roll you up a little you know what I'm saying? Whatever's clever, you know what I mean? Because everybody deserves that part of their day. And I feel like, especially nowadays with social media and all that stuff, it's like we don't even allow ourselves to take a break. Because everything that we see that's on our feed is like, you gotta do this, you gotta work hard, you gotta grind, you can do this, and then you can relax later. And it's like, but you could die tomorrow too.
Facts.
So with that being said, get yourself a damn sweet release.
Seriously.
Do something with your life to put a smile on your face. Everything ain't gotta be a grind. It doesn't mean to like be lackadaisical, but it's like, please enjoy the life that you have. We don't know how much of it we have left. So with that being said, let's enjoy the pockets that God has given us. So there's that. And school makes it better because he playing underneath me, so you know.
I know.
It gives me that vibe, yes.
Oh my gosh, and we are having a sweet release right now. I mean, we told you it was going to be an experience. You took us to church, you taking us to church, you're preaching to us, and I love it, I love it. So what's one of your favorite songs to perform of yours?
Favorite songs? That's tough. It changes, but I'd say Looking for Love is one that I really enjoy.
They're, if you guys can't tell, they are like, yes, fan favorite here.
Let's see, Long Song Away as well, because
another one.
Orlando was waiting for that.
Yeah. Don't Go as well. It kind of trips me out, you know what I mean? Whatever song that I sing live, that's mine, and then like I see people singing it. You know what I mean? And it's such a crazy and surreal experience for me to be like, wow, like this connected with somebody.
Yeah.
You know, and so that is nothing but God in the sense of the connectivity. because once the music is created, it's out of my hands.
Correct.
And so, you know, I have to leave room for, you know, God to, you know, allow it to reach whoever it needs to reach. You know what I mean? And so I'm humbled every time, you know, for every ticket, for every person that has come to see me. I don't get used to it. I don't take it for granted. And it just kind of, you know, it pushes me to work harder and to say, okay, I'm clear that there's a space for me. And I just have to kind of, you know, stay in my path. Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Beautifully said.
And I see even more for you. I really do. And keep on doing what you're doing. You got some fans here, and we're excited to see what you do next.
Thank you.
All right, so.
It sounded like y'all were closing out. It was like, all right, well, thank y'all for driving.
Absolutely not. We are just
appreciate
getting started. Just letting everyone know that you are clearly highly favored by the Almighty.
And everything that's happening to you, you deserve. Like all the heart, the thought, and the soul you put into your music and your passion, it shines through.
So and the people can feel it.
Absolutely.
And that's why they have that connection.
We don't have to close out to give you your flowers.
We're going to give it to you all throughout this whole live experience with Kevin Ross on ThisIsRnB.com. So yeah, right before we get into our next song, I just want to talk about, circle back real quick.
Let's circle back.
Digging in the archives. If you guys haven't checked out his performance on This Is R&B live sessions, where he did the one and only Mr. Purple Rain. Prince.
That was wild.
Yes, that was wild. I mean,
that was wild.
We talked about it in an interview that we did with you before, and you know, people were so excited, and all the artists were like, "Can we get that Kevin Ross?" And we're like, "We can try, but Kevin Ross is Kevin Ross. Let us be clear here, you know." So you can come close, but you gotta give it your own. You gotta give it your own touch and spin. So. Right now, we're just gonna jump into Donnie.
Mr.
Hathaway. What song? Let us know what song you're gonna sing, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like this is the season. 'Tis the season, Valentine's Day. So we're gonna sing a little bit of love.
Right.
But I'm gonna sip me some honey.
Honey.
Honey, yeah. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Now, usually a female would sing this part. Hey. Love, why'd it take so long to come to me? Oh, baby. And love, your love. Tell me, were you hiding from me all the time? Time I tried to find someone to take your place, it was all in vain. No one's lips were ever quite the same. Now, baby, when I was kissing someone new, deep inside I was missing you. Oh, baby, you make me fall in love with you, and I don't know just what I'm gonna do. Oh, honey, I look out into empty space, and all I saw was your sweet face. Yeah. Hey. That honey almost got caught in my throat again. Hey. Are we in a row? Love, your love. Can't imagine what you do to me, oh baby. And love, your love. Every time you smile, it goes through me all the time. Day by day I'm falling more in love with you, and that's no lie. Cross my heart and honey, I hope to die. 'Cause I'm not trying to mislead you. Believe me, girl, I really need you. Oh, baby, you make me fall in love with you, and I don't know just what I'm gonna do. Oh, honey, I looked out into empty space, and all I saw was your sweet face. Oh, baby, you make me fall in love with you, and I don't know just what I'm gonna do. Oh, honey, I looked out into empty space, and all I saw was your sweet face. Said love, 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 your love, your sweet and precious love. Ooh, little bit more, a little bit more of your love, a little bit more. I need a little bit more of your love. Oh, alright, alright. Yeah.
Now that you're here, I got something to say, baby. I think that you should know you're doing the most, sugar. So don't worry about the situation. I never let you go. Can you handle it if I go there, baby, with you? Sure you can handle it if I go there. Ooh, I hear you talking, baby. Can you handle it if I go there, baby, with you? We gon' set it off, we gon' tear it up. Baby, can you handle? Ooh, baby, you say all the time you only want the best of my love. And now I can see that there's only one way to tear it up. Yes, I'm willing to tell you everything that would stand between us. But what if I tell you too much? What about you, babe? Will you tell me all the freaky things you want?
Now Usher ain't gonna do that song for a Super Bowl. He's not. And this medley is really based on all the songs that Usher won't do for the Super Bowl. That he probably should, but he ain't got no time. One of my favorites is Baby, how you doing? Show looking fine, wanna know what you got in mind tonight. Got me feeling like Joe to see, girl, I can't leave you alone. Take a shot of that sip Patron, and it's gonna be on. VIP done got way too crowded. I'm about to end up calling it a night. She said, holla at your girl, let's go on get the streets. Pulled up beep beep shotgun in a GT with me. She said, oh, ready to
right. And I was like, yeah, cause once you get inside, you can't change your mind. Don't mean to sound impatient, but you gotta promise, babe, that you'll handle it if I go there, baby, with you. Sure you can handle it if I go there, baby, with you. Sure you can handle it if I go there, baby, with you. We gon' set it off, we gon' tear it up. Baby, can you handle another song? It started when we were younger, you were mine. Another brother's taking over, but it's still in your eyes. Even though we used to argue, it's alright. We gon' tear it up, we gon' turn it out. Baby, can you handle? Can you handle it if I go there, baby, with you? Sure you can handle it if I go there. Can you handle me if I go there, baby, with you? Oh, no, no. We gon' set it off, we gon' tear it up. Baby, can you handle?
That mashup was incredible.
Yes,
The
come
king
on.
of the mashup.
I forgot about that. I do be doing mashups. I'll be alright with it. Okay,
We gonna bring that back.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. So we have some fans here and they have an opportunity to be up front and close to Kevin Ross, an experience, right?
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions? This is a once in a lifetime
that's good.
opportunity to ask your fave some questions.
My first question was actually about the mashups, because you do such a seamless job of going from one song to another, from one artist to another. So just today, you did Sweet Release to Sweet Love.
Yeah.
Then you go from Donnie to Usher and then do a whole Usher medley. What is your inspiration for your mashups and your medleys, because they're so seamless?
Tiana, what an amazing question. I love it.
That's a great question. Storyline. So I'm a storyteller, and so whether it's sonically, whether it's lyrically, whatever the case may be, I feel like my job is to find the through line, right? To find the commonality between things that probably shouldn't go together and mesh it, because that's just humanity, right? So like, music is so subjective that you could be in a club and be like, oh, that's my jam. And the next person be like, man, I hate that song. Right? But
It's true.
it's based off of your experience, right? And contingent upon how the DJ plays it, right? Yeah. So if it's not as fluid or doesn't flow in the same way, then it could mess up your vibe. So for me, I'm like, okay, well, how can I bring two people or a family of opposing generations together with these songs? You just find a through line, so that then you could really have a conversation. So the mashups were really meant to be conversation pieces, right? It wasn't like, hey guys, look, I can sing. You know what I mean? It was like, I really wanted for people to have the conversation, because once I understood the power in it, then it was like, okay, now I can take this somewhere else. So it wasn't just about doing the 90s mashups. It was like, let's really get out the box. I'm gonna do a cartoon mashup, because I want to have the conversation within the community to say, okay, if you know Tiny Toons, then you know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of it. It's like finding commonality. That's the purpose of the mashups. That's the reason why I occasionally do them now, not as much as I used to. But yeah, there's power in that. More so than the art of it. It's like, it gets people talking, and that's what I want. We're in a world where, and we talked about this earlier.
Yeah, we did.
everybody has something to say. No one wants to listen. And so, how can we create content that makes you listen? Then you could talk amongst yourselves about whether or not you liked it or whether it brought back nostalgia. But we need more content to bring us together so that we can start to have discussions amongst each other. Because what's happening with technology is that it's creating separation between one another. You know what I mean? Like, even the ones that we love, we be chilling in bed, looking at the phone. I be in my world, she be in her world, kids be in their world. You in the same house. The dynamic is different. So what are the things that are within the space of entertainment that can bring everyone together? It's so hard to do because, you know, I got a kid now, but, you know, I can't watch Power with, you know what I'm saying?
Right, you cannot. No, I would say
I can't,
no.
you know what I'm saying? And I love that show.
Right.
But I can't watch that with my child. So what content can we find commonality in?
That was great. Yes. What was your second question?
Oh, well, honey seems to be like your panacea. Like that's what really, you know, brings out the richness of your voice. And it also seems a little soothing to you, like almost like your security blanket. I just wanted to know, do you have a certain type of honey that you like? Is there a certain brand that you like? Is it, you know, just that one that you know always is going to do it?
I'm not giving out any brands because I'm looking for a honey brand right now. So
Come on, guys. Get them on.
we ain't even showing the brand right
You're
now.
not showing them.
You know what I'm saying? However, I like organic honey. It has a certain level of, I'm gonna just pause, automatic pause,
Pause.
thick consistency, pause, pause. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't find the words to be like, how could I?
Oh my gosh.
Y'all know what I mean. Okay?
Everyone knows.
Y'all know what I mean. All right, honey.
For the sweet release.
Yes. So yes, that's honey. I found honey to be very effective when I went on tour with Maxwell.
We're gonna bring that up.
Yeah, Maxwell. When I went out with him, I was doing maybe like a show every 3 months. And then I was doing 5 shows a week. And that was crazy. So I needed to find something that was healthy, beneficial for me, that would give me energy, because it's like I can't keep knocking back Advils, right? I can't keep, self-medicating on the things that like could really do damage to me. So somebody was like, yo, why don't you try honey? I was like, honey? It's like, yeah, it's a natural, anti-inflammatory. It has the sugar that you need. It helps soothe your throat. I was like, okay. So I started putting it in tea and all this stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then eventually, after a while, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just drink it. I'm gonna just drink it straight from the tap.
Straight no chaser.
Yeah. So I'm rocking with honey, and until something else come in, that's my go-to. Yeah.
Those are awesome questions. We learned some more things about you. But before we ask our next question, I want to know, because you mentioned Maxwell.
Yes.
And you gave some hilarious stories on being on tour with him. Yeah. Have you guys collaborated since?
Collaborate musically, no. But, we communicate every now and then. He's kind of like, the big bro overseer in the sense of, he'll let me know if I'm going in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like he'll, say a few like great words, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm in the path. But just the opportunity that he gave me, the fact that we still keep in contact, I'm honored, and I learned a lot from, that experience. And even though it was almost 10 years ago now, it still stays with me because of how much I learned from that experience. So shout out to Max, a legend.
Artist. Yes.
A legend. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, shout out to Maxwell.
Wait, tell us your name.
Charmaine West, representing Delaware.
Hey.
Yeah, so with the state of R&B, right? We always hear that R&B is dead. But
Yes.
for you, as you know, with your artistry, how important is it for you to keep your authenticity in this new R&B world?
Authenticity is all we got. It allows for you to distinguish who you are amongst the pack. Sometimes that works to your advantage, and sometimes it feels like a disadvantage. You know, it just depends on the day. However, authenticity is all we have that is true to the nature of our artistry. How we approach a record, how we stand there, how we communicate with the audience. We all have our unique quirks in how we do it, right? But, you know, R&B will never die, right?
Correct.
It's just taking so many different shapes and forms, and right now we are in a rehabilitation phase. And so the cool thing is that we're getting a lot of great artists from that because of the fact that we had to kind of sit down and be in the dark for a little bit. And so, you know, then you get these great artists to emerge. You know, thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She y'all can't see it, but she pointed at me. I wasn't gonna stop it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean that's how you get great artists to emerge. And so I really love where R&B is right now because we have so much room to grow, and that gets me excited in the sense of not just musically, but business-wise is where I'm extremely fascinated in the sense to say we need a blueprint for the indie R&B space. I came in as an indie with the notion that R&B was not profitable. And I was like, well, how do we make it profitable, right? What avenues aren't we tapping into? And so what I found was that people were afraid to be uncool, right? So, you know, they're like, okay, well, this DSP feels like the vibe to me because da 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 da. But sometimes that, you know, particular business structure can have your business upside down. And so you have to look at multiple avenues, whether that's satellite radio, terrestrial radio, DSP, sync. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different ways that you can become profitable. But are you willing to take a step out of your comfort zone? It's deeper than the music.
So with that being said, how do you feel about streaming and then these songs that are going viral? Like, because we are not artists and you are an artist, you have a label, how does that all work? How is it that, okay, right now there's a huge song going around that is like, you can't go on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok without seeing it everywhere. I'm not gonna mention who it is, but anyway, yeah. I'll just give you a hint.
Yeah.
Yours, mine's.
Yeah.
I can talk.
Yeah.
Ours.
Mm-hmm.
Same artist.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal artist.
Absolutely.
Anyway. So how does that work? Where it's like your song picks up like wildfire, and it sets off. We as consumers, we're like, yes, they're finally getting their due and everything is going well. And it's like, they have to be selling millions and millions and millions of records because that song has been streaming 1,001 million times. And reality is?
You know, it ain't. But however, streaming is just a tool. What we did was we made it our whole world. And that is what had our business upside down. Was because of the fact that we were trying to get paid and rich off of streaming. That's why they were trying to nudge the numbers and play with this and figure out ways of how to boost the streaming numbers. And it's like, no, that ain't it. So for artists like, you know, like her, it's just an avenue. And you just have to leave it at that. You gotta get on the road. You gotta make sure that you connect that song with as many products as possible. Let's take, because we're naming names.
Yeah.
Shout out to Money Long.
Yes.
And the record Made For Me. And it's blowing up right now.
That's the song we were talking about.
So, with that being said, I want to take another artist. Let's use Andre Day. And let's use Rise Up. I don't know how many times I heard that song.
Wow.
But I heard it a lot. And the beauty of that record was that it was a gift that kept giving, because not only was it successful as far as streaming wise, but it was successful on TV and film.
Yes.
And so once that song integrated into that system to say, okay, they could use that song every year. So every time there was an uplifting moment, I know y'all, we hear this song on Black History Month, somewhere on NBC or whatever. Right? People like, here it go.
Here it goes.
But that is success in the modern world, right? In a sense of how many avenues can you plug your product into, versus saying that I really hope that this DSP takes it all the way up. It's like, that's a lot of streams you gotta put up, and it's a lot of people that you gotta pay in between, and with all of the work that you have to put in, then you have to ask yourself, was it really worth it? Because then you gotta do it again and again and again. And I mean, look, the business model is like this. If you buy an ad on Instagram, let's just use an example, for $1, right? And you send somebody with that $1 to a DSP to stream that song. Well, congratulations, you just made 0.00009% of the $1. And what for? So the ROI doesn't make sense. So now you got to figure out ways to say, okay, do we got to now go back to hand? Do it now? Are you more effective as a live artist where you can sell your physical copy? They say, I'm going to make this special. All right, well, instead of the regular version, I'm going to have 2 more tracks on this on the vinyl. However, the price is going to be a little boosted.
Yeah.
But it's limited, it's special, and it's one of one as it pertains to the strategy and your connection to the audience. And so there's so many ways that artists can get it. It's just like, we just have to share that information, be open, and but I think streaming is just another tool. It's not the end of the world. Yes, do I feel like we should get paid more? Absolutely. But as of right now, we can't avoid it. We can't escape it.
Right.
But I don't bet my bank on whether my song streams or not. However, I had 90 million streams this year. You know what I'm saying? It's a little south. You know what I'm saying? But if I were just to depend on that, what?
Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
We'd be somewhere else right now.
Somewhere else.
I wouldn't have these musicians with me. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean. So what is your favorite album that you've recorded so far, and why?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I think Drive 2 is definitely my favorite. It allowed for me, like, I was finally in a place to feel comfortable as a producer. You know what I mean? Like, I think all of the other albums, I was like, well, I kind of do it. And, and a lot of people would gravitate towards the songs that I would produce. And so I was like, you know what? Like, I need to really sit in that. Like, one of my producer friends, who's amazing, by the name of Jay Kitts, he was just like, dude, you're a producer. Like, you got a #1 record as a producer. And I was like, you're right, but I don't produce like you. And he was like, you don't need to produce like me. Like, you have your own thing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dang, he might be right. And so Drive 2, from Sweet Release to Looking for Love, like, I really stand behind those records because I took time to craft them, in the sense of, like, I was like, I'm a producer. I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not guessing. I'm going to finish this song. I'm going to follow through. And so I think that's the one that I really stand behind. But then in second is Midnight Microdose Volume 1 for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Talk about betting on yourself.
Yes.
taking a leap of faith. Again, it feels like that's the running theme,
Yes.
you know, is taking a leap of faith. And we know that you are currently working on music. We
That's right.
don't have a release date yet, but can you tell us just maybe a little bit of what we can expect on this album when the music finally releases?
Oh man, this album is full of energy, and I hope that it will create a different type of conversation piece in a different arena that I haven't really like lived in, and so, you know, without giving it away, but it's definitely more upbeat. It definitely has like great vibes on it, but God put something on my spirit this year, and I know like my voice went down when I said it, because you know, I have to obey and really follow through with it. My normal pace is like, let's crank out these records, you know, and get it done. And he was just like, slow down and really work in the details, really deal in the minutia of it. And so he was like, instead of focusing on the whole project and how it could flow together and all this stuff, just work on it song by song, one song at a time, one chorus at whatever, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, like, let's crank these joints out. And he was just like, no, like, I'm trying to strengthen you in a different way. I'm trying to sharpen you in a different way. So you can't say, God, I wanna excel, I wanna go to a different level without being sharpened. And you know, if you're a piece of iron, the only thing that can sharpen iron is iron. And if I'm going up against iron, it ain't gonna feel the best.
Right.
So, you know, within this moment, you're really catching me in a space where it's like, I'm disciplined enough to obey. Am I happy about it? Nah, not really.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But I know that there's a reward in that, because it makes me a better person. It makes me a better artist. It makes me a better man, because it's deeper than just the music. When he told me to slow down, he's like, slow down for your family. Slow down for your child. Don't think about whatever else is going on. When you in that playpen or whatever with him, be in with him 100%. I didn't realize that I was delegating my time and energy elsewhere until he was like, no, 100% here. Notice what he's doing. I'm counting his steps now. I'm like, man, he went up to 22 steps, right? I ain't never counted his steps before. But that's the beauty of slowing the process down, so that you can just enjoy every minute and every second of whatever that you're dealing with. I'm not thinking about anything else but being here with you all. So I get to really enjoy that, to breathe it in and live in it. So that's all I got.
That's amazing.
Before we get into the next song, is there anything else you would like your guests, our lovely audience at ThisIsRnB.com to know?
I'm grateful for you. I don't take, you know, the time that it took for you guys to get here for granted. I know everybody has their own story, and I respect that. And I'm truly humbled that you guys connect to my music somehow, some way. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I look forward to seeing you guys hopefully like live, you know what I'm saying, with a band. Making, you know what I mean, making noise, you know, I'm jumping on tables and whatnot. Yeah, we get back at it, yeah.
Back at it. Taking so much away from this live experience. Guys, at ThisIsRnB.com and Kevin Ross, a live intimate experience we are experiencing here today, actually tonight. But let's just keep the vibes going.
Yeah, I like this. And I like what Scoob is playing right now.
Yeah, so let's go on into Look My Way and anything else you might want to
Oh, yes.
for us.
Well, before we segue,
Okay.
No, you good.
All right, we going to segue.
Yeah, we going. I like this. I mean, we were talking so much. I mean, I can't do the whole song, but we were talking about it. Let's see.
God must be a genius. Me and you wouldn't be here. I know this was heaven sent. I don't believe in coincidence. God must be a genius. Everything happens for a reason. I know this was heaven sent. I don't believe in coincidence. Oh no, 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 no. God must be a genius. Yes. You and me here. Oh no, no, no. Without God being a genius.
Am I coming through clear, y'all? My bad. Dang, I ain't closed my eyes that long and forever. That was crazy. That was cool. My bad. I just want to, breathe in a moment for a second. Now, let's go to Look My Way. Yes, Scoop. Yes, Scoop. Yes, Scoop. Scoop on keys. Doodle on percussion. My guys. For the lovers. Hey, hey, what's that?
Girl, I love to walk by you each day. When you don't even know my name, I'm feeling like a stranger. Hey. All this wondering's driving me crazy. Baby, somehow, someway, I'll make you remember me. What do I lose if I don't take my shot? And the seconds that left on the clock, so I gotta make it look my way. Cause baby, it's a lot of love and it's hard to give. I give it all to you, gotta make it look my way. Hey, then you'll see everything you want's right here with me. Everything you want's right here. Yes, if I happen to walk upon you and tell you that you look so good, would it make you smile, baby? Hey. I'll be the only one that's making you laugh. And if I miss your call, I hit you right back. Only if you're my baby. What do I lose if I don't take my shot? And the seconds that left on the clock, so I gotta make it look my way. Cause baby, it's a lot of love and it's hard to give. I give it all to you, gotta make it look my way. Then you'll see everything you want's right here with me. Everything you want's right here.
We gon' flip it.
And it feels like, ooh, you don't know my name. And I swear it feels like, ooh, you don't know my name. I swear, and it feels like, ooh, you don't know my name. No, 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 no. And it feels like, ooh, you don't know my name. I swear.
To the hook.
So I gotta make it look my way. Cause baby, lot of love in this little bitty heart I could give. I give it all to you. Gotta make it look my way. Then you see everything you want's right here with me. Everything you want's right here with me. With me. Well, alright. Call me. I got a story to tell. And it goes, late in the night and I'm faded. Say that you're not gonna make it. That's 2 times in a row for you. Feel some curving is overdue. Lately you're testing my patience. Baby, I think you must be mistaken. I could find me somebody new, but they won't compare. The truth is, girl, you got me. You cocky, but sloppy. You get underneath my skin, and it drives me to no window. Look here, I ain't worried, cause they're not me, just a copy. But if you're looking for more, I tell you what you already know. I'm saying, baby, if you're looking for love, person or later, you're bound to find it. You can't keep holding on to what was. You gotta be willing to trust in something. You're really looking for love. Girl, sooner or later, you know it's right here. It'll go when you open up. Until then, we'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch. Yes. So we'll keep in touch. You know the number. We'll keep in touch. Yeah, yes. It soon lays your way or no way. Drop dead gorgeous, a cold case. You get what you want from them lames. Trust me, we're not in the same race, but you're worth a good chase. And I thought about it, I put it on the line, but you run around and you say you needed space. So I bought a rocket, then and back in the same place. Cause you got me, you cocky, but sloppy. You get underneath my skin, and it drives me to no window. Look here, I ain't worried, cause they're not me, just a copy. But if you're looking for more, I tell you what you already know. I'm saying, if you're looking, well, you're bound to find it. You can't keep holding to it, baby. Trust in something, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you're looking, well, you know it's right here when you open up. And until then, we'll give it what we'll keep. We'll keep. Tell me when you're ready, you got my number. So when you call me, babe, call me, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Call me, hey. Call me, call me, call me. Flip it. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, I get it click every time. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, I get it click every time. Flip. Hello, hello, hey, hello, 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 hey, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hey, hello, 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 hey, hello, hello. Hey. Yeah. Let's go back to the hook. Looking for love. Baby, if you're looking for love, girl, sooner or later you're bound to find it. Can't keep holding on to what it was. You gotta be willing to trust in something if you're really looking for love. Girl, sooner or later, you know it's right here. It'll come when you open up. Until then, we'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch.
Yes. Give it up for Kevin Ross.
Yes, again.
Thank y'all.
And like he said, keep in touch.
Yes.
We want to thank you so much. That was such an amazing time. I know I had an amazing time, and the fans, they thoroughly enjoyed as well.
All the hearts.
Yes. We enjoyed ourselves. So listen, we want to thank you for coming. We also want to thank our fans for traveling this way, engaging with us, following ThisIsRnB.com. We appreciate you so much. Continue to keep in touch. Follow Kevin Ross Music. Follow ThisIsRnB.com. Share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes.
ThisIsRnB.com.
That's right.
Thank you guys so much for joining.
I'm doing the bad job. Are you trying to lure me in?
I'm just saying, there are ways.
Kevin Ross. I mean, you're supposed to give people their flowers while they're here, and this is our way of giving our flowers to you, giving you your flowers, and this whole amazing experience. Thank you for taking the time. We know you are busy. As you said, you are a father, and you are watching those steps, and right now your son was probably taking some steps today, so we appreciate you carving some time for us, and ThisIsRnB.com, and we have a little gift for you. You don't have to open it now. We got something for you, but thank you.
Thank you so much. We've just wrapped up ThisIsRnB.com's live acoustic session with me, and I'm super humbled by this whole experience. I want to thank you. I want to thank Gail. I want to thank each and every person that is involved. Thank you for being true and authentic to R&B. Thank you guys so much. And can you please pan to the beautiful audience members that we had? Let's toast the R&B.
Yes.
Let's toast the Black entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Our legacy.
Yes.
May this generation lead a path to the next generation as far as making sure that we leave financial literacy, that we leave Black empowerment, or just racial empowerment just in general. Mm-hmm. But may we leave the blueprint for the next generation to live a better life.
Amen.
Yay!